Music fans are getting fed up with Ticketmaster. The site crashed yesterday morning when tickets for Taylor's upcoming tour went on sale. Some fans were left waiting for hours, while others were logged off before completing their ticket purchases. Angry fans sounded off, tweeting, "It's honestly impressive how Ticketmaster has single-handedly monopolized the live event industry for years, and yet they still can't run a functioning website." And one of my favorites, which was, "Taylor Swift is going to drop another album before I even get to the front of the queue line." Another tweeting, "Petition for Ticketmaster to refund the service fees for Taylor tickets because they gave us absolutely no service today." And lawmakers weighing in, including Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, calling for legal action, tweeting, "Daily reminder that Ticketmaster is a monopoly. Its merger with Live Nation should never have been approved, and they need to be reined in. Break them up," she said. Congressman, is regulation the answer? Is government intervention the answer? And if so, how?
Well, it's going to be interesting. What she brought up was the fact that you took two of the largest, and made them one. And that is the question. Look, true antitrust is, does it affect the consumer? Just being big doesn't mean bad. True antitrust work, it says, is there a problem at the consumer level? Well, it looks like we have a problem at the consumer level here. There's being able to access the accounts, access the tickets, and you don't have anybody else that is going on. Some of this has always been there. I mean, like I said, I'm old here, and I used to camp out in front of record stores for tickets. Now you have to do it online, and they're sitting here eating Refresh all the time. But could there be something? Yes, I think it's something to look at. They look at everybody else, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yo, I have had my share of Ticketmaster nights. You are not old. And Amy, to that end, this is just the latest, I argue, in sort of these successive protests against the man in some capacity, right? This follows in the footsteps of Metallica and Prince and so many other events like this in the music industry where people push back on either the sort of systemic creation around them that robs everybody blind, the artists and the consumers, and it goes toward these fees to enrich who? Usually music executives or stadium executives or the like, with everyone pointing fingers at each other, including Ticketmaster, that says essentially, "Oh, it's not us, it's the system, it's resellers," right? Everyone is pointing the fingers at who exactly is driving up this robust cost.
You know what? The thing is that everybody wants to go to a concert right now. It doesn't matter who you're a fan of, but I think it's so sweet that it happened with Taylor Swift because she's the type of artist that'll see this situation and maybe she'll flip the dime. I remember growing up, staying up all night, calling the radio station to hope to win a ticket.
Yes.
Yep.
We need a situation, a system that puts fans and the artists back in control, and she's the perfect artist to do something like that. That would change everything up.
Kaylee, you and I talked about as well. Remember when Bruce Springsteen was touring? His tickets were $5,000, and we talked about how the accessibility of a lot of artists, especially in the country music industry, is so much more accessible, right? And really is about getting that experience to fans. Ticketmaster coming out and saying, now that the pandemic's over, everybody is flocking to concerts and venues, and they're willing to pay for these VIP experiences, and that's pushing down smaller artists. So now, like, 2023 is booked out, and 2024, and big-name artists, Coldplay, Taylor Swift, are getting the venues booked. That leaves maybe this experience is different for smaller artists.
Dr. Fauci's worst nightmare, right? I love seeing people back out and at it. 500,000 tickets is what some of these tours have sold. This is fantastic news post-pandemic. President Biden has actually said that these fees, they're unfair, deceptive, and they add up. But I have a solution for the president. One Twitter user said, "How do we convince Elon Musk to buy Ticketmaster?" So there you go, Mr. President. You want help? Go to Elon.
There you go. And Cheryl, for that top-down view, business expertise you have, what is your advice to people who want to see these amazing artists in person but can't afford these prices?
Well, look, if you want to save up your money for a Taylor Swift ticket, I'm not going to disagree with that. When I finally saw her live, I get it. She's amazing live. And so a lot of kids were out there, and I read this on Twitter this morning, to be clear. They were like, "Look, I gave up my shift at the restaurant. I changed my schedule around just to get in line, and then I got knocked out of the queue," and they're very upset. I hope she changes. I hope she changes this. I do. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.